Tuesday, November 12th, 2013. This is Blue Sky's Truth Radio. Good afternoon and good evening. What up, truth seekers? You are in the right place. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Skies Truth Radio Show with your host, Bauer. Coming to you from our studios in the beautiful Toronto, Canada, this is episode 17. On today's show, we're going to conclude our series on the top 10 herbs to grow indoors. We'll also read from the flu shot and why it might be more dangerous than the flu itself. We'll talk about a documentary I just watched called Weibo's War, and we've got a very special treat for your ears and soul at the end of the show. Tay was messing around and put together a 1-minute song for us, so stay tuned for that. On episode 16, we heard from the Riley Report for the week, which was jam-packed, full of videos and articles to look up. We heard about chives, oregano, and parsley and some of their health benefits and reasons why we should be growing them at home. And we started this article called 10 Reasons Why the Flu Shots Are More Dangerous Than the Flu Itself, written by BeWellBuzz.com on October 2nd, 2011. Before we start the show, I just wanted to say we're having some technical difficulties with Rogers. We'll talk about that later, but not too many internet options here in Canada. And it's really put a hindrance on the show. Last week we were taking a look at this article. Let's hit it now. Now, number 6, it says, and what about the elderly? Can the flu vaccine help them? There is mounting evidence that flu shots can cause Alzheimer's disease. One report shows that people who receive the flu vaccine each year for 3 to 5 years had a 10-fold greater chance of developing Alzheimer's disease than people who did not have any flu shots. Also, with age, the immune system weakens, thus lowering your ability to fight off infections. Introducing the flu virus into the bodies of elderly could have dangerous consequences. Can we trust the authorities who are promoting the widespread use of flu vaccines? Number 7, the Center for Disease Control appoints a 15-member advisory committee on immunization practices, ACIP. This committee is responsible for deciding who should be vaccinated each year. Almost all of the ACIP have a financial interest in immunizations. It's all about the money, and it may have very little to do with your health and well-being. The very people pushing these vaccines stand to make billions of dollars. This itself creates a doubt on how effective these flu vaccines really are. 8. Research shows that overuse of the flu vaccine and drugs like Tamiflu and Relenza can actually alter flu viruses and cause them to mutate into more deadly strains. Couple this with drug-resistant strains and you have a virtually no benefit with much risk. 9. There is enough evidence that shows that the ingredients present in the flu vaccinations can actually cause serious neurological disorders. In the 1976 swine flu outbreak, that's right folks, 1976, take a look at CBC's documentary about swine flu if you thought that was new to last year. Many who got the flu shots developed permanent nerve damage. Flu vaccines contain many harmful materials, including detergent, mercury, formaldehyde, and others. Is this what you want to be putting into your body? Trying to guess what strain to vaccinate against each season has proved to be no more effective than a guessing game. This has been very true in recent years, with the H1N1 strain coming in at number 10. Getting multi-shots will only prove more dangerous as different strains of viruses and harmful ingredients are introduced into your body. Flu shots are indeed more dangerous than you could think, and it is best to rely on natural ways to protect against the flu rather than getting yourself vaccinated. Isn't it interesting that the mainstream public health officials never promote various proven ways to avoid the flu other than through vaccination? Interesting. Hey, it's Ryan from Blue Skies Radio. Do you eat food? Do you have a backyard? Do you have a balcony? Do you have a window? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you should be growing food. If you're not growing food, what are you thinking? You might be thinking it's a little bit too difficult. You don't know how to start. Well, give us a call at TorontoWormCompany.com and we'll show you how anyone can grow anywhere. 416-839-4769. It's your right to grow. I wasn't eating enough fruits or vegetables, that's why I turned to Beyond Tangy Tangerine. It's a unique multivitamin mineral complex in powdered form, a natural antioxidant that packs a whopping 115 fruits and vegetables within it to support optimal health and a healthy immune, cardiovascular, and digestive system. Give us a call today at 416-839-4769. That's 416-839-GROW. Ooh, yeah, I love that Blue Skies Radio. Dig it. And we're we're back. Taking a look at our sprouts. They look absolutely fantastic. I wanted to give you guys a warning. Those broccoli sprouts, they dry out quick. I might recommend giving your sprouts a rinse 3 times a day as opposed to just twice like I had mentioned earlier. The bigger the seed, the more you put into the jar as well. I wanted to mention that. I was telling you I only use 1 tablespoon of broccoli at a time, and alfalfa as well. Well, for the crunchy bean mix, they're a bigger bean and a bigger seed, so you can actually use 2 tablespoons. I find that that's just enough for the family to eat before I can grow more. Thank you very much for taking part of our Grow Together event. Absolutely fantastic. I'm getting word from people that are sprouting at work, sprouting at home, even getting their friends and families to sprout. That is absolutely fantastic. One day at a time, folks, we are taking back our health and regaining. Taking a look at some herbs that we can be growing outdoors. I know that a lot of us are hurting in the winter months with respect to our gardens closing down. I wanted to also, in future shows, let you know about some winter crops that you could be planting in your gardens throughout the wintertime in order to keep those nutrients in there. A lot of people think they just close their garden down for the wintertime, when that's not actually the case. A lot of what happens in the garden in the springtime actually takes place throughout the course of the winter, so it's actually all in the preparation in fall for your garden. So if you've got a garden at home, thank you very much for growing first and foremost. And second of all, just because it's November does not mean that it's over. You've got a lot of work to do out there. Let's take a look at some of the sprouts, some of the vegetables, herbs actually, that you can be growing indoors throughout the course of the wintertime. If you got any herbs outdoors that are growing, simply pot them up, bring them inside. If not, you can start from seed. We've already taken a look at bay, basil, chervil, chives, oregano, and parsley. We're going to take a look at number 7. Rosemary comes in strong. Starting with a cutting of rosemary and keeping it in moist, soilless mix until it roots. It grows best in a south-facing window. We're going to look at healthdiaries.com for 16 health benefits of rosemary. It's used in many culinary dishes and is commonly used to flavor soups, sauces, and meats. In addition to being used in cooking, it's been used as natural healing remedy for a variety of ailments over the centuries. First and foremost, cancer prevention. Rosemary contains carnosol, which has been found in studies to be a potent anti-cancer compound. Researchers have found promising results in the studies of its efficacy against breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, leukemia, and skin cancer. In one study, researchers gave powdered rosemary to rats for 2 weeks and found that it reduced the binding of the carcinogen given to the rats by 76% and significantly inhibited the formation of breast tumors. 2. Improved memory. Rosemary has long been believed to have memory-enhancing properties. In 1529, an herbal book recommended taking rosemary for weakness of the brain. Today, research shows that rosemary contains a diprotein called carnosic acid, and that has neuroprotective properties that researchers believe may protect against Alzheimer's disease as well as the normal memory loss that happens with aging. Remarkably, even the smell of rosemary has been found to improve memory. Test subjects in cubicles were given essential oil of rosemary to smell, and they had better quality of memory and overall better memory than the control group, though their speed of memory was slower compared to the control group. Mood elevator. The same study that found that smelling rosemary improved test subjects' quality of memory also found that their mood was significantly improved compared to the control group. How cool is that? It also goes on to say that it could be used as migraine help, pain relief, anti-inflammatory, immune booster. Rosemary boosts the immune system thanks to its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-carcinogenic properties. Because it is healing in so many ways, it boosts the overall health of the body. How great. It's also antibacterial. Studies have found that rosemary has powerful antibacterial properties against H. pylori. It's a bacteria that causes stomach ulcers and staph infections. Digestive health. Rosemary is often used to treat digestive problems such as upset stomach, constipation, indigestion, and almost any other digestive-related problem. It also helps to prevent foodborne illnesses when ingested with foods such as meat or eggs. So I would recommend trying to take a little bit of rosemary with your meat, with your eggs, and also if you've got any sort of problems with your stomach, upset stomach, constipation, diarrhea, indigestion, instead of going to Pepto-Bismol, why don't you try rosemary first? There's also studies that have shown that it has a possibility to stimulate hair growth. One study was found that people with alopecia, a disorder that causes hair to fall out, had significant hair regrowth after rubbing rosemary, lavender, thyme, and cedarwood into their scalps for 7 months. However, it's not clear whether it was the rosemary or the other herbs that caused the regrowth. Better circulation, fresh breath, diuretic properties, respiratory health, and liver detoxification. Anti-aging properties as well. And there are some precautions for using rosemary. For the most part, rosemary is considered safe with no side effects effects. However, pregnant women should avoid consuming large amounts of rosemary because it may lead to uterine contractions and miscarriage. People with high blood pressure should not take rosemary because it may raise their blood pressure as well. Wow, how beautiful. Have we not been given everything we need on planet Earth? Isn't it all right there? How amazing. Thank you very much, Lord, Creator, whoever you want to give thanks to. I just give thanks. All right, so coming in on the list, we've got tarragon. A dormant period in late fall or early winter is essential for tarragon to grow indoors. Pot up a mature plant from your outdoor garden and leave it outside until the leaves die back. Bring it into your coolest indoor spot for a few days, then place it in a south-facing window for as much sun as possible. Feed well with an organic liquid fertilizer. Let's take a look at tarragon and some of the benefits of that plant. Herb nutrition facts and health benefits coming in from nutrition-and-u.com. Tarragon herb nutrition facts. Tarragon herb or dragonwort is a very popular culinary herb used as flavoring agent, especially in the Mediterranean cuisines. All right, let's jump right into some of the health benefits of this tarragon herb. Numerous health benefiting phytonutrients that are indispensable for optimum health. The main essential oils in tarragon are estragol, cineol, ocimene, and phylodrine. Tarragon has been used as a traditional remedy to stimulate appetite and alleviate anorexic symptoms. Scientific studies suggest that phyllophenolic compounds in this herb help lower blood glucose levels. Fresh tarragon herb is one of the highest antioxidant value food sources among the common herbs. Its total measured ORAC, oxygen radical absorbance capacity, value is 15,542 Trolex equivalents per 100 grams. Wow. Laboratory studies on tarragon extract show certain compounds in them inhibit platelet activation, preventing platelet aggregation and adhesion to the blood vessel wall. It thus helps prevent clot formation inside tiny blood vessels of heart and brain, protecting from heart attack and stroke. Take a look at that. Wow, the herb is rich in vitamins such as vitamin C, vitamin A, as well as B complex group of vitamins such as folates, pyridoxine, niacin, riboflavin, etc. that function as antioxidant as well as cofactors in metabolism. It's also a notably excellent source of minerals like calcium, manganese, iron, magnesium, copper, potassium, and zinc. Manganese is used by the body as a cofactor for the antioxidant enzyme superoxide dismutase. Iron is essential for cellular respiration, cofactors of cytochrome oxidase enzyme, and blood cell production. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Be safe when using your herbs. Have you ever wanted to fly? The very first time I saw my father fly by with his rollerblades, I knew that was something I wanted to do. 25 years later, I'm a trained professional. Hi, I'm Ryan from TorontoWormCompany.com, and I'm here to let you know that rollerblading is the best feeling I've ever had in my life. Take it from me, I've been skydiving, I've been go-karting, I've even gone swimming with sharks, but nothing compares to that feeling I get when I rollerblade. The wind blowing in your hair, people are smiling at you, they all want to do it. You can see it in their eyes, they just want to grab some skates and skate with you. Well, now's your chance, world. Give me a call at 416-839-4769 and you can learn to fly. Now listening to Toronto's trippiest radio station. You are in for a hell of a motherfucking ride. Stay tuned and put on your tinfoil hat. This is the Think Tank. And we're back. Final segment of the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can find us on the web, bstr.ca, YouTube, iTunes, the whole nine. Let's finalize this list. 10 best herbs for indoors. Thank you very much to organicgardening.com. Thyme comes in strong, number 10. You can start thyme indoors either by rooting up a soft tip cutting or by digging up and potting an outdoor plant. Thyme likes full sun but will grow in an east or west facing window. Let's take a look at some of the benefits of thyme. I was amazed and blown away to hear some of the benefits of some of these herbs. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm absolutely going to do what I can in order to start growing, and I encourage you at home to do the same. The benefits of growing thyme plants. Grow your own medicine. Coming to us from naturalsociety.com. Benefits of growing thyme plants. Growing your own medicine. You probably have the dried variety of this herb in your spice cabinet, but you may or may not know all of its benefits. Thyme, Thymus vulgaris, has a rich history as a healing herb. Not only does it smell good and add a fragrant flavor to many dishes, it has a wide array of medicinal uses and it's easy to grow. Read on to see exactly why you should start growing thyme right now. Thymus is derived from the Egyptian word tham, which means strong smelling. In Greek, however, thymus is said to translate to courage. As a result, sprigs were given to knights before they went into battle. Historically, thyme was used in embalming in Egypt and as an incense in Greece temples. It was also used to purify rooms, ward off nightmares, and used in public rooms to ward off disease. And now it's time for our quote of the day. This quote brought to you by Toronto Worm Company, where anyone can grow anywhere. 416-839-GROW. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree-yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. That's spoken by God himself in the first book of Moses, called Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29. This quote brought to you by Toronto Worm Company, where anyone can grow anywhere. 416-839-4769. That's 416-839-GROW. Wow, that was probably our most powerful quote yet. All right, wrapping up this list, looking at the medicinal uses for thyme. It says that thyme has antiseptic, antispasmodic, and antiparasitic, antifungal properties. It can be used to calm skin problems, ease digestion, and fight a sore throat. Here are just some of the few known health benefits of thyme. Great for respiratory problems like whooping cough, emphysema, and bronchitis. Inhaling thyme vapors can loosen congestion and open up airways. Inflammation and infection can be fought with a poultice of thyme. Using dried thyme and water to make a thick paste, spread it on a small fabric and apply the herb directly to the affected area. Hold or tie in place. Yes, I must talk about poultice on a future show. Thyme can kill athlete's foot and other fungi. It also calms the muscles of the digestive system, making it a great cure-all for stomach upsets. Wow, how many of these herbs have been great for stomach upsets? That's fantastic. It says it could be used to combat oily skin, acne. It could be used as a source of health protective antioxidants. Thyme can also help boost the immune system function and help the body fight infection. Taken before bed as a tea, thyme can reduce cortisol levels and help you relax. Well, fantastic. Thyme's easy to grow and it'll do well in a summer garden or in a pot. Several varieties of thyme, including lemon thyme. Absolutely fantastic. You can use thyme in your cooking for flavor and preventative care, but also in teas, tinctures, and poultices. What a great list. Thank you very much for listening to the top 10 herbs to grow indoors. Recapping them are bay and basil, chervil chives, oregano, parsley, rosemary, sage, tarragon, and thyme. Wouldn't that be fun to be growing all 10 of those at home? I wonder, would our lives be significantly different if we drank one of these teas every day of our lives? Wow, me personally, I would love to make a tea, a drink, throw a little bit of herbs into my daily juices, just see if I can incorporate it. That's one of the most difficult things, just remembering to incorporate these things every single day. Well, thanks for listening to that. And now, I wanted to mention a documentary before we left, Weibo's War. I found it on Netflix, WEIBO''S War, Weibo's War. It follows Weibo Ludwig and his family, who used to be in Ontario. They moved to Alberta to buy some property and get closer to God. Within 5 years, they were a fully self-sufficient family, feeding themselves, supplying themselves with power, and then oil and gas moved in next door. What followed was a huge amount of problems for their family and farm animals. And we love you, Blue Skies Truth Radio. Take a look at that movie, Weibo's War. Thanks, Tay.
Ooh, yeah. I love that Blue Skies Radio. Dig it.
Toronto Blue Skies Truth Radio. I wanna watch the show. Spread truth, tell your friends, don't keep know. Recommend it on the show.